Jurgen, just on the, I suppose, Thursday-Sunday axis has often been seen as a burden for clubs dealing with playing on Thursdays and Sundays, but is it helping you because it's giving these players minutes and you're seeing more of them, and it's helping them that they're ready to step in the league as well?
Yeah, so far we could do it like that. Like it's the Thursday, Sunday. It's not great, but it's something we know really for long enough, and that's fine. But yes, so there's no real training in between. The boys who didn't play tonight will have a proper session tomorrow, so that's good. So there is then training, but if we would play always the same team, what we did in the past, maybe in Champions League more often or stuff like this, then there's no training at all. It's just recovery and go again. So far we could do it like that, and because we have the opportunity, because we don't have too many injuries, there's always too much, but it's still okay in the moment. Hopefully it stays like that, and that's why we can do it. It means a lot of players who played not tonight will probably start on Sunday, so for them it's fine. They had, if you want, a day off today, just warming up and kicking a few balls, and now tomorrow a proper session, and then we prepare definitely in Nottingham. So yes, this rhythm is the rhythm we have this year, and we should get used to it rather sooner than later. And so far it was okay. But yes, a Premier League season with European football and all the cup competition is an intense season, so we never had a problem with that. That's all fine, but you need a specific amount of recovery time. As long as you have that, we are ready again.
Hi, Jurgen.
Hi.
Salah broke another record today, only the one. Most goals from in major European competition from a Premier League player, overtaking Thierry Henry. I'm just sensing, like, is there an extra level of confidence to his play at the moment? Because even with the records that we see him break year in, year out, it just seems like there's a bit extra to his game at the moment.
Yes, what is obvious that he is not bothered about it that much, so he just enjoys the group. I think that's an obvious thing. If you saw him on the bench, he wants to play, always. But he enjoyed as well watching the other boys and then coming on, scoring the goal and stuff like this. So I'm really happy for him, because he's an adult man already for a long time now, but is growing with the role he has for us and in football, maybe in general, to show that to stay on top level. It's nice to enjoy the moment, and then you go again, and that's what he obviously is doing. So it was a wonderful goal, really, a really good goal. And I didn't know about the records. Maybe he would have broken a few more records if I would be more into that, because sometimes I think I left him once out when he could have broken a record, which was not intentional. Just I'm not too much in this, but yeah, he broke the record tonight. If not tonight, he would have broken it next week or in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So that's clear. He's just such a good player, and we appreciate him, and everybody will appreciate him for sure even more when after his career, because then you will have realized, wow, we saw something really special.
Paul Joyce. Sorry, it's just on Mo again. Do you feel he's developed into more of an all-round player since he first came to the club? Because the stats say he's creating more chances this season. And have you noticed that in his game?
Of course. So it's the young Mo was a super fast player who could go in behind, played at Rome together with Jaco. Jaco controlled the ball or deflected it, and Mo was there, stuff like this. Here from the first day he had to do different things. He adapted extremely well, but the playmaker in that front row was probably more Bobby, setting things up. And you don't need then two players who are a bit deeper. It's not that good anyway, because you need players in the box, you need players who bring the ball over the line. And so now it's slightly different, especially with Darwin when he's playing. We have another speed player up there. So that changed Mo's position, definitely. And he's smart enough to adapt to all these different things. Yeah, it's a massive development since he arrived, but he was in all phases world class, and that's probably the best you can say about a player.
Last couple. Just wanted to ask about Sunday's opponents. Forest have been sort of draw specialists of late.
I thought we forgot that it's actually Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, I mean, they've been draw specialists of late. Have they made themselves harder to beat? And how do you feel they've developed maybe since last season?
Yeah, a lot. That's the second year, but people might say it's the second year, right? Last year, probably, the second year. In Germany, I always say the second year is more difficult than the first one. I was never 100% sure about that, but I was not too often in the second year, so I don't know exactly. But it's, I see he's just doing a really good job. So changed again a lot. A lot of players are in. I really hope, not for the game, but for the occasion, that Divock Origi will be in the squad. I hope he's fit, stuff like this. Just that the people can give him a little hello. He would deserve that, definitely. Besides that, I don't wish him a good game, that's clear, but at least the occasion. Besides that, a lot of options, a lot of different opportunities for him to pick from. It's a really big squad, but for sure a challenge to manage properly. But he's doing it without any noise. I never hear anything from anybody there, so it's obviously working really well. And I think it's clear for Nottingham, they want to stay in the league and then progress from there. And that's what they are doing in the moment. And in a super tricky Premier League, they pick their points. And we know what we have to expect. It's now the analyze. Obviously, the proper analyze will happen tomorrow morning. You may forgive me that I didn't do that before this game. But I know already it will be really tricky. We remember especially the away game last year there, when we lost. That was was a really hard day for us, but credit to Nottingham, because I think we were that day the better team, but you couldn't see that on the score sheet because they just stayed in the game, and that's probably the biggest strength, that whatever happens, they stay in the game, and in the moment when they can do it, then they will score and will punish you. So we have to make sure that we are ready, because this will be a tough one, definitely.
Richard, last one.
Hi Jurgen. Just building on what you were saying to Paul about Mo and creating chances more. I mean, is that something that you sometimes get with forwards as they get into their 30s, maybe sort of more of an understanding of the game?
Mo doesn't behave at all. Off the pitch, he behaves like a grown-up man. Besides that, he's just still a young player. So, and yeah, it's like that. So he's top fit. There's nothing. I think if we would really scan him, the majority of the bones are probably 19 or 20, because he just keeps himself in such a good shape. No, it's with game understanding. It's like do you get the game? That's what we try to give young players. So they all know an awful lot about football when they finish their career with 35. But the earlier you can get these information, the more useful they are. And obviously with Mo, that's clear. He understands the spaces much better. He knows how players react on him, and can then, if he cannot score, he can still be a threat for us, and that's really super important. How I said, the Everton game was obviously, will not go in history, down in history with performance-wise, but then scoring 2 goals is massive. In other games, playing much better, not scoring, but being constantly a threat is for us as important, because that really opens up spaces for all the other boys. You might be right, but I cannot compare to more to other 30-odd-year-old players, because I don't think biologically he is.
Thank you, everyone. Evening.
Have a nice one.
Thank you so very, very much for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. The season is now well underway. If you need extra Redmen content, be it podcast, videos, documentaries, interviews, and general shows, fill your boots on redmenplus.com today.